What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video on this one right here. This one right here. Well, let me tell you about this one. I hit expert, and but by the time I am recording this video right now, I am currently having an outage, so I don't know how I'm gonna upload this. I might just have to use my hotspot to upload this video. And if you guys do see it, well, once again, this is the same team that I used in the previous video, so might be the same thumbnail because I didn't make one. Until I can make one, until I get internet back. Tornado passed by, kind of blew over everything. So we're kind of, well, it didn't pass by here, but bad winds and stuff. So, like, yeah, wires were everywhere. Trampoline hit the top of my house. It was crazy. It was crazy. But either way, it doesn't matter. These battles were done on Twitch. If you guys do want to go watch them happen in real time as they do happen, link in the description. Go follow the Twitch. But yeah, we hit expert. These are two sets. The first two sets of the stream that I did, I went 4-1 and then I went 5-0 to hit it. Then we started losing a little bit of elo, but I'm just gonna showcase the battles where we did go ahead and get the 4-1 and then the 5-0 to hit expert. Spoiler alerts, I know, I know. But either way, if you guys like the battle, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. As we are close to 100 subscribers now, finally close to 100. We are two away. If you guys have not followed, or if you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. If you guys are definitely going to keep watching the videos, make sure to subscribe. We are going to keep pumping out juicy content. We're going to have content that people don't ever have. Spicy, mixed with some good meta teams. So a little bit of everything in between. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Subscribe. But either way, we are gonna hop into the battles as we do see that I do go ahead and shadow ball this. Skarmory Bravebird is going to be enough to KO, and a couple of Dragon Breaths is going to be enough to KO the Skarmory, and we're gonna be able to take that game. As we do hop into the next battle, we're gonna see Magnezone. And I kept seeing this team. If it's whenever I saw Magnezone in the lead, I kept seeing this team. I probably see it like 4 times throughout the whole time I was playing yesterday. They are gonna bait me here, which is really good for me. So I am gonna go straight for the drill run. They swap out into I didn't see what it was. Oh, a Quagsire. And now I'm gonna go into my flyer. I make a big mistake here, but I think we do still end up winning. And the reason I say it's a big mistake is because this team is actually pretty good at baiting out what it's supposed to bait. I think it's a pretty good team if you guys are wanting to run a good team as well. Definitely Magnezone, Quagsire, and the last, as you guys will see here in a bit. I don't want to say it yet. But spoiler alert, I think it's a pretty good team. I think it works. It's supposed to do. It does what it's supposed to do. Bait out the flyer. They are gonna go wild charge here, and then they're gonna come into Decidueye. And because we actually are a shield up, we're gonna be able to shield this move here. Spirit Shackle, that's fine with me. We get the defense fall, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight for Shadow Ball, charge it up to an excellent KO, switch out, and force them to throw the wild charge here. But unfortunate for them, they don't go for the wild charge, go for the mirror shot, and I'm going to be able to make it to a drill run into rollouts. And I think we get the drill run off before the move registers. So as we are gonna see a Vigoroth into our Dunsparce lead this time, I am gonna switch out into my Altair right away, and then they're gonna stay in for a bit, get my shield, switch out into a Skarmory. Skarmory has a very good matchup against the Altaria, but unfortunate for me, them, I guess. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go. So they do go for a bait there. Make it to another Moonblast here. Do they want a shield? They do want to invest a shield, which is okay for me because now at this point, a drill run will KO. But I think I'm just gonna go for the over farm here. Maybe we just sack the Dunsparce here. We'll see. And I should have actually ended up farming up with a little bit more energy there, and we're gonna see if that actually ends up costing me the game. So I should have just went to a move and then swapped out since Palace Land can hard wall the Vigoroth here. At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and let go everything. Farmed out completely. They might make it to another move. They don't make it to another move, which is good for me. If the Skarmory comes back in, I'm gonna go for the Scorching Sands here. They have a decision to make. Do they want to shield the Scorching Sands? They do want to shield, so I'm gonna go throw up my Protect Shield as well. Sky Attack's gonna come through, but unfortunate for them, we do have a shield, so we are gonna be able to shield it. They're gonna come into a Cloud Sire is gonna get hit with a Scorching Sands, hoping to get the debuff there, but I didn't get the debuff. And I know an Earthquake is not enough to KO the Dunsparce, so I'm in an okay position here. Just gonna overfarm a little bit. They do throw in bad timing, giving me a free rollout. I was gonna say incinerate, but we're not playing challenge lane. A free rollout, and at that point they just concede. And they know that the game is over. We're gonna see Steelix in the lead. There's a lot of Steelixes as well. So um, I think I lost a few, won a few. It was either or. I mean, I am gonna go throw right away, predicting that they're gonna throw in CMP, and they do. This time they see that I'm going for the cap tie, so they go for the extra, which is pretty smart of them. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. No, I am not. I'm actually gonna shield up, then get my move off. If they wanted to throw the next protect shield, which is really good for me, Palisand's just gonna come in. Unfortunately, but Palisand is gonna get hit with a move, and the move is gonna do a lot of damage here. Crunch is gonna come through because I can't really shield this. But they bait me with a Psychic Fangs, and because they bait me with a Psychic Fangs, we're gonna be able to make it to this. Scorching Sands, take it out, switch out, and they I think that was a Dragonite. I think it was a Dragonite. And at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go through because I need the shield for the Dragonite. Uh, I know they're not at a move with Dragonite, but it's just better to keep the shield for Dragonite. Gonna be able to farm down here completely, and then now since they can't throw a move, since I have a shield, they need two moves. Shadow Ball is going to be another KO, and we're going to be able to take that game. As we do hop into the next battle, we're going to see it's going to be the same team, Magnus only. And I make a big mistake here, spoiler alert. But you guys already knew it was a 4-1, so you guys saw all wins. Obviously, this is going to be the loss. And I stay in this time a bit because I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? Palisand can actually hardwall this. And I'm like, there's no way they're gonna be weak to Altaria in the back. So I switch out, realizing that I'm probably gonna have to invest a shield. Which, to be honest, I probably should have shielded and then won the swap. Because and then I make a mistake here, not throwing the move here. So I should have threw the move as well. And I don't. I'm gonna come into Palisand. They're gonna switch out into their Decidueye, and this is kind of actually looking weird because why would they switch out right away? That doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. And kind of almost seems like a stream snipe, but whatever. Either way, I need to shield this, but I don't shield this. I do shield this. Oh, man, I need to shield that as well. Well, unfortunate for me, I shouldn't have shielded that because now I am not gonna make it to two moves. Maybe if I had the shields, I would be able to make it to two moves here. Maybe. Maybe I could have still had a win con if I didn't use that shield. But unfortunate for me, we're gonna end up getting farmed down here and then end up losing the game to go 4-1. Still, I could have potentially won the game if I didn't swap out. If I just wouldn't switch, I just went. Um, Now we're gonna see Skarmory into Dunsparce, and this is not really a good lead for the Dunsparce, especially if they go for the Brave Bird. If they go for Brave Bird, it's not good. But if they mess up, then you can do something. And I think this person might mess up. We're gonna see. They do go for the Sky Attack here. They don't throw the next move. I do believe they were probably at the next move, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so this person does just go ahead and throw, which is fine with me. Just gonna go ahead and let it go through. Come in Altaria, try to get all this farm. If they get to a move, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it go through. They come into as wireless, and this is looking kind of weird. So I'm just gonna throw the Sky Attack when I'm at the Moonblast because they kind of have to shield it. And then they swap. I swap out into my Palisade. They swap out into Scrafty. And now at this point, I can shield this foul play. And I kind of want to put it in range where I can just No, I just win the swap, don't I? I think I just win the swap. I just shield this. No, I don't shield this. Because I live it, right? No, I don't live it. And then I'm gonna get the perfect farm down. They're not gonna come out with a move. Okay, well this is also another good play that I did there. It's just shielding one, then sacking it, keeping the shield for Altaria. Because Zweilous did have a lot of energy. Once again, we're gonna see Skarmory into our Dunsparce, and we're gonna see how this person plays it out. I am going to throw the first Peroxide. There are no shielding. And the reason I don't wait for them to throw the Brave Bird is because if I let them throw the Brave Bird, they just win the matchup. So I do want to get my moves off because they do go for the Brave Bird here. So I did get my move off there. This time they are going to make it to another move because they did throw the Brave Bird. So I am going to shield the Brave Bird here. They're going to let me farm them down completely, but they are up shields and we're gonna see. We got a little bit of some energy. They're thinking of something, but they're not switching. Or they finally came into the Cloud. I am gonna throw the Sky Attack here. Can't throw the other move, and then I switch out into my Palossand. And unfortunate for the opponent, they wanted to keep alignment so bad that I swapped. They swapped as well, and they just put their Vigoroth in a very bad position here. And I'm gonna undercharge this. It's okay. They can get another move off. I was already pretty much in earthquake range anyways, so it didn't really matter. I am gonna shield this. I'm gonna try to get to the scorching sands here. Get to the scorching sands. Then I try to catch, I think, but they don't let me catch, which is very interesting. Um, I am gonna throw the sky attack. We're gonna do one dragon breath and then throw the sky attack. They let it go through, which is very interesting. And now they have to KO me here. But the thing is, that they KO me, I just farm down. I just mud shot down with the Palisand. But either way, they undercharge it. A very nice undercharge by the opponent. And we're gonna see Dunsparce into uh Talonflame, and this is actually really good for the Dunsparce, but bad timing on my part. Um, the reason I went for bad timing is because I didn't want to go over 100 energy, so that was the reason. And now I'm hoping I can live. I lived that one incinerate, and I can make it to another move. And Dunsparce, it's just so good. Dunsparce is going to be able to KO the Talonflame. We're going to be able to win lead. They swap into a Dragonite. Dragonite is going to force my protection, my last protect shield, but that is fine with me. They come out into an Altaria, and Altaria is going to moon. My Altaria is going to Moonblast their Altaria, and now I am going to go ahead and switch out. um, I left a little bit of some health on the Altaria. I know it's going to take a while to farm down completely, and we are two must shots away from the Shadow Ball. We are at the Shadow Ball. We're going to be able to KO, and we're going to be able to take that game. As we do hop into the next battle, we're going to see Steelix into Dunsparce. Steelix, once again, I don't really like Steelix. There's a lot of whole bunch of steel types in the lead. Um, they are going to go ahead and let that go through, which is fine with me. They're gonna go ahead and throw the Psychic Fangs. I'm gonna try to CMP them. Think this is the cap tie. Um, yes, it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. Since they let that go through, I feel like I can farm down completely before they can. And I got a little bit of some damage here. And I don't want to lock in my Altaria into the Steelix, so I just let my Dunsparce go down. And because of that, now I do have the shield, but I was going to have the shield regardless. But now I can freely switch out if they come into the Steelix, and they don't actually come into the Steelix. It's kind of weird. So I do switch out regardless. And I do believe this is the cap tie. So I am going to be able to throw the Scorching Sands, but we don't get a debuff, which is kind of bad for us. They do throw the Crunch, no debuff for us, and I'm going to try to make sure to throw on good timing, which it looks like I do throw on good timing. They are going to shield. I guess at this point they are going for a full farm down, and because they're going to go for a full farm down, I'm going to be able to make it to a Scorching Sands. And they can't catch because I'm going to be throwing on good timing, which is going to be in the middle of their animation. So yeah, unfortunate for them, they're just gonna end up losing. And now we're gonna see, unless they wait for a way to turn and then catch, that was something they could have done, but that's more advanced, of course. Excuse me. As we are gonna see Dragonite into our Dunsparce, and Dunsparce is already at the next move here, so we are gonna get the next shield. And at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and let my Dunsparce go down because as long as I keep that shield, I should be able to beat anything. Uh, whatever's in the bag. They come out into Vigoroth, try to catch, but I don't catch. Then they swap out into a Mantine, and what I should have did here. I'll explain what I should have done. Uh, you're gonna see what not to do here. I almost throw the battle at the very end. And I'm playing it very good. I'm playing it very good because I'm not shielding. I am calling the baits. And now I do go for the Shadow Ball here, right? And as you guys see, what I should have done was stop tapping. So I could get the farm with my Altaria and they don't get the farm. But because they are able to farm down my Mantine, they come out with a little bit of energy. But lucky for us, we get the 10% Moon Blast debuff attack fall, and attack fall is gonna save us. That Rock Slide is not gonna be enough to KO, and a couple more Dragon Breaths to KO, and we're going to go 5-0 in this set to hit Expert. And I'm pretty sure I'm being happy. I'm happy as hell right now. Explaining it to chat, probably if you guys were there, you guys were there. If not, follow the Twitch. Follow the Twitch. Link in the description as always. Go follow the Twitch. And now we are seeing that it is a beautiful 5-0. We're gonna go ahead and claim the Frillish. I do believe it was a bad Frillish, so I'd probably end up deleting it here. And now we are gonna claim it. We're gonna go up to season high, by the way, 2782 to hit expert. And if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I will see you guys on the next video.